Welcome, welcome, welcome. What's going on with y'all? It's the night before the storm, baby. A quiet storm tonight. Don't get nervous and don't get scared now. It's time to get crunk. Hey, man. All that noise talking, the hype videos out. It's championship week. Tomorrow is championship Saturday. The defending SWAC champions and HBCU Celebration Bowl champions, Jackson State, will take on first timer head coach of the year, Suge Knight, and his Parrie View Panthers, who is no stranger to the SWAC championship game. This is their third one. And with the last 5 years, they just can't win. It's been a long week. How y'all feeling tonight? Get you a little cup of moonshine, a little old English 800. It's a little cold outside. Get you a little yak before you go watch the Grinch. Come on up in here, hang out with your Uncle Owen. We're going to talk football tonight. We're going to break down a few plays from Jackson State. And shout out to all the college graduates that graduated today. Woo! I see a lot of master's degrees. I see a lot of PhDs. Shout out to y'all. Welcome to the real world. It's the weekend. Pass me another drink. And shout out to this young man here, man. He's more than deserving of this, man. Your freshman player of the year in the SWAC. Hey, man, listen. Young brother 5-0, man. No other than Mr. Lockhart. So got to start it off with that, man. Give Mr. Flowers, man. The Jackson State quarterback, the freshman of the year. Like I said, Jackson State, y'all quarterback situation is very well in good hands. You got to get up to him. You got to roll it to the left. Roll it to the right. And, tomorrow, the oh man, here we go again. Come on. Already? Oh man, what we got going on here, man? Let's see. All right, man. I had to get that thing out of there, man. I had to reset that thing up in there, man. But hey, man, we're gonna talk a little football today, man. But see if I can get this back up here. See if I can share this, man. Tomorrow it's going down, man. And I welcome all y'all up in here. We're gonna talk football. We're gonna break down some plays. And I wanted to here it is right here. The parking lots open at 7. Stadium ticket office open at 8. Tiger Walk at 10. Stadium gates open at 11. Sonic Boom entered the stadium at 12. And then the game kick off at 1 p.m. on ESPN2. So that's everything right there. That's according to Jackson State, their timeline. And I'm glad they put that out there like that. Once again, game kicks off. Like I said, it's on ESPN2. I'm going to try to live stream it. If they kick me off, they just kick me off. But we're gonna try to work it tomorrow, man. But this is the starting timeline. So I'll be going live probably about 10 minutes before, 10, 15 minutes before the game kickoff. But that's the timeline, and ESPN2 is pretty good on it. Unless somebody is playing before them, shouldn't be. But you know how these folks are, man. Because I know Tulane is playing tonight. A lot of people out there for that game. I don't know why, but they said the winner goes to the college playoffs. That's just an ass whooping that they're going to receive there. I don't know how many tickets are being sold, have been sold for this SWAC game. I know it's going to be about 51 degrees, a little overcast, kind of like last year's game. So expect for that, man, to get up and get on up in there. But how y'all feeling tonight? Everybody doing all right? Everybody a little warm? It's cold where y'all at? Uh-huh. But hey, man, I ain't gonna keep you long, and I ain't gonna tell you nothing wrong. You know, I'm ready for tomorrow. I am ready. I am ready to go. I've been ready for this game since Monday. I'm glad the hype videos are starting to come out. But I want to share this from Jackson State. They did actually show their what's the name, their graduates, some of their graduates. And shout out to them, man. Goodness gracious. Mama made it. That's right. And I don't blame them. I didn't see too many other colleges. Maybe they graduation tomorrow or whatever.
See you, the nurturing that Jackson State gave me, and I knew they would give me just from my entire family going to Jackson State. There was no other choice.
The culture here, it really made me feel like I was there. It gave me an experience that I never got to have growing up.
I got my bachelor's in Jackson State of Music Education in 2023, and I just decided to stay with it because I saw the faculty they had to offer, and it could help me advance my research.
I graduated from Jackson State in 2016 with my undergraduate degree in history, and then I decided that I wanted to take over the corporate world, and so I wanted to get my master's of business administration to make sure that Jackson State is always on the map in Fortune 500 companies.
Definitely the best HBCU, the nurturing that Jackson State gave me, and I knew.
And there it is right there, man. I ain't want to repeat that over there again, but shout out once again, shout out to all you college graduates out there, man. And before I get into the football, man, if y'all didn't see last night or the night before last, I should say, I thought I ain't gonna lie. I was like, wait a minute, what am I watching? So shout out to the Southern Lady Jaguars, man. You got to give it up to them, man. They went into Arizona and they defeated the Jaguars. The Jaguars defeated them on their own home turf. So Southern women upsets undefeated Arizona. I got to give them a shout out, man. And it is.
Rebound goes to the Lady Jags. They can just hold. Got to get the ball across the timeline. And they do. And that is going to do it. Southern can celebrate. And they have earned it, handing Arizona its first loss of the season, 63-57, scoring a season high in points along the way against Power 4 teams. Southern gets its first big.
And once again, shout out to them Lady Jaguars, man. I was shocked, but shout out to them, man. You cannot be upset about that, man. And you know, when the SWAC wins, we all win, man. And I'm happy to see that for them ladies, man. And that was just great. Now, football. Let's talk some football. Oh man, I apologize, man. For before we get to football, I'll be less than a man, much as I get myself involved in stuff that I don't need to be involved in. But today, if you don't know, marks 70 years since the Montgomery bus boycott. And as you know, HBCUs played a pivotal role in the Montgomery bus boycott, just like any other thing. But they went through a couple of boycotts that created change. And we got to give it up to our grandparents and parents and ancestors who actually participated in this. And, you know, you go through here and you see some of them. The Montgomery bus boycott from 55 to 56 lasted 381 days. Ain't that something? Them folks risked it all for 381 days. And some of us can't stay out of damn Target or off Amazon for a week. The Tallahassee bus boycott, 10 months. The Greensboro Woodward boycott, 6 months. The Birmingham economic boycott, 3 months. It's just a reminder, boycotts have always been a powerful tool for change. A lot of those people that participated in that those boycotts that I just went through, a lot of them were HBCU graduates or HBCU students. Some of them were future HBCU students and alumni of HBCUs. So we got to give it up to our ancestors, and we can never forget what they went through so we could actually ride, run, and everything else that we do. So we got to give it up to them. Also, I said I was going to football, but basketball is coming up also. Now the games, the SWAC games that are coming up, I will be sharing, trying to share them as much as possible. So I don't want folks to think that just after football, I'm going away. No, we're going to be doing basketball. You know, SWAC TV be tripping, but we're going to find out. But the HBCU Go has released the women's and men's basketball schedule. Respectively, if your college is on here, and I will be trying to show it. Bethune and FAMU doubleheader. That Bethune-Cookman men's basketball team, that's going to be a team to watch. That's going to be on the 3rd of January. Alabama, A&M, and Texas Southern is the 24th of January. Jackson State does not play on HBCU Go until February the 24th, and they are playing FAMU. And these are men and women doubleheaders. Southern and Bethune-Cookman, I think that's going to be a hell of a game there. And that's in February. So that's about all we got for the SWAC, because the rest of the games will be on SWAC TV. But that's, and then it's when it's shown on HBCU Go, it's a doubleheader. So y'all buckle up and hang on to that ride, man. Hang on to that ride, because don't leave me, because I will be showing basketball, baseball, anything, man. I shows it all. But the football. And I kind of like these little hype videos. I think they should have made these videos Monday and been promoting them all week. Oh man. But all week, and I think they would have been a lot better. Like I seen them today, but I was like, man, this should have been out Monday, man, because I like it and we need more of this. So I keep telling them, man, hey man, y'all put this stuff out here, man. I don't mind replaying your stuff. Give you your credit. Celebration Bowl came out with this video. Make sure the volume's up.
One game, one conference, one final step before the Cricket Celebration Bowl, a championship, and everything is on the line. Jackson State, the defending Celebration Bowl champions, a program that knows what it takes to get to Atlanta and knows what it takes to win. But Parrie View A&M has written one of the most powerful stories this season. A first-year head coach, your SWAC Coach of the Year, and a team playing fearless, chasing history. It's East versus West, Panthers versus Tigers, and one ticket to the Cricket Celebration Bowl. Saturday, 1 p.m. Central, 2 p.m. Eastern. Who will be crowned SWAC champions and who will punch their ticket to Atlanta?
Yeah, that video should have been played a lot more, and should have came before there. And then HBCU Go actually put out their video. And I'm like, okay. I said, we getting some progress, but not the day before, man. We gotta get this stuff out here. This should have been him. Like I said, this should have been him Monday. And you know, when you get stuff like this, man, don't be afraid to share it.
The stage is set for the 2025 SWAC Football Championship, a showdown fueled by revenge, legacy, and a ticket to the Celebration Bowl. Jackson State and Parrie View A&M both have something to prove, and here are the top 3 reasons you need to be watching. Number 1, Jackson State is chasing back-to-back SWAC titles, aiming for their 4th championship in 5 years and a 4th Celebration Bowl berth in the same span. A win will give the Tigers their 5th title in the championship game era and their 20th SWAC championship all time, pushing them past Southern for second most in league history. Number 2, Parrie View A&M is determined to silence the doubters and finally break through on Championship Saturday. The Panthers are making their 3rd title appearance in 5 seasons, but fell short in their previous 2 tries, including the 2021 loss to Jackson State. After dominating the West this year, Parrie View is hunting its first SWAC crown since 2009 and the program's 12th overall. Number 3, this year's SWAC championship is a true clash of elite teams, with Jackson State bringing the league's #1 total offense and Parrie View matching with the SWAC's #1 total defense. The Tigers are scoring 33.9 points per game, behind the conference's top rusher, Ahmad Miller, while Prairie View counters with the SWAC's third-ranked total offense and a defense allowing just 15.8 points per game. The key matchup comes down to whether Prairie View can contain Jackson State's powerful ground attack, or if the Tigers can find cracks in the Panthers' dominant defense. With strength meeting strength on both sides, the championship could come down to execution, tempo, and who wins the battle at the line of scrimmage. So who wins the SWAC championship? Let us know in the comments. The state.
Well, I think I let my comment be known pretty well. I said same old PPV, JSU by 40. That's all I said. Ain't nobody said nothing. Everybody's scared. They scared to talk now. They scared to talk to me. I wonder why. Don't get scared now. I'm still gonna talk regardless. I'm gonna talk regardless. And yes, I said Jackson State gonna win by 40. And I'm sticking to it. Now, HBCU end zone. They came out with their little hype video of for Jackson State. Listen, man, we gotta promote this stuff a lot more. These videos should have been out a long time ago. But I don't mind showing it. When you get videos like this, you have to show it. Hey, we here. We are definitely here.
On your feet, welcome T.C. Taylor and your defending national champion, Tigers.
Man, shout out to them, man. Hey, better than nothing. Put them videos out there, man. And shout out to everybody in that chat. Make sure y'all hit that like button, man. Hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. Now, I think I got, this, I don't know who put this video together, but this is Ahmad Miller versus Hampton in the fourth quarter. And it's a little quick video, man, but this goes to show you that young man got some raw power, man. I mean, raw power.
Field. Get the handoff, dives forward, touchdown, Jackson State. A trifecta for these Tigers running backs, and what a drive. What an answer for JSU. They're not new to this. He's true to this. Yes. Believe it. Handoff. Here they go. And now, a big run. It's Ahmad Miller won't be caught. Touchdown. 76 yards. Back drives. Touchdown drives. This one, just one play.
Ahmad Miller turning on the Jets. He had green in his eyes, end zone in his eyes, and he got it done in James. Jackson State Tigers today, they were like the old Muhammad Ali rope-a-dope. They had it back. Hampton throwing haymakers at him. They were taking the punches, but then they woke up. Then they got lethal. Then they dropped the haymakers back on them, and look at that.
Now that is my opinion. My opinion only. That is your SWAC player of the year. Now I know all you Andrew Body fans that's up in here. No disrespect to you, bro. But 5 games versus 12 games, 11 games or whatever, 1,000-yard rushing, whatever, man. That is your champ. We got a few scores up in there. What's going on, Brother Franklin? JSU 38, PV 10. Now, right? Yeah, that's about sound about right. Everybody ready for the game, man? Now let's get it cracking. I want to show you some highlights from Jackson State versus Alabama A&M. The running ability that Jackson State and passing ability with the general. Is Morgan gonna start tomorrow, Jackson State fans? Don't nobody know. We don't know, but we gonna find out. Now, this is we ain't gonna go through all of it, but we're gonna go through some of it. Now, this Jackson, when the general is up in here, let me make it big. Now, this is a normal set for Jackson State. I like the way Alabama A&M corners say, okay, we ain't gonna let you outside guys beat us. But when you have the presence of a senior quarterback that's been battle tested in a formation like this, and the score was only 3-0. To me, the linebacker, he's in a great position. The odds of them running is slim to none. But then again, with Jackson State, man, but look at how these receivers run their routes. Turn this off. Gets for the snap. Now, the thing I keep telling folks about Jackson State, they tried a twist. Well, not a twist, a stunt. He comes around. Jackson State linemen, they don't get enough credit. But when you sit there like that, look at that protection. That's all day. See how clean that pocket is? See how that receiver breaks his route off? Even though he was in his face, he broke that route off. He's wide open. Catch the ball in space. They look goofy stuff back there, but, you know, hey, forward progress. But that offensive line that Jackson State has, that's your key there. Another formation here. When that extra back, what you call it, wide receiver back, full back, when that extra back is back here, right here, you can expect run out of this formation. But then again, with the talent that they have at the wide receiver, they're going, my man, Marcus Dupree grandson. But the what you can do out of this formation can really confuse the defense. Now, in this situation, your linebackers are too far back. Let it roll. Now, see how this big man is pulling? See how this lineman comes around? If he could have actually he gave the ball off, or he could have threw it there. But this big man coming around, that's a running play. As he come around. Now, what is that little defensive back gonna do to that big ass lineman? Hey, big as that man is right there, I'd have played dead. I'd have just laid on the ground. Man, ain't no way you gonna hit me, big boy. Boom, look at that. See there? Once he hit him, open that hole up, gone. That was a great execution run right there. Next play. Now, same thing out of here. Now, I noticed Dupree was in quite a bit more when the general plays. Once again, look how they're holding that line, man. That is Jackson State's key. Hands the ball off, arm tackle, another arm tackle. You better, hey, I'm putting 8 in the box. You're going to beat me throwing. I'm putting 8 in the box every down. Now, another ball is step. If you look, once again, protection. Then, hell of a coverage, right? But when you got somebody that can throw that ball like that, that little bit of separation is all you need. And then he goes, see how they young defensive backs, what is that defensive back doing wrong? His head is looking at the damn receiver's chest. Never turned his head around. The receiver head goes up, your head supposed to turn around. Playing cornerback, his head goes up, you turn around. When you don't do that, hand down, man down. Oh, got it. What they call it? Now they call it, you got moss. And the crowd goes wild. Now, who want to mess with Hollywood Cole? Look at that. Just beautiful. Yo, they're talking noise. Savage. Supposed to be. Now, Alabama, Jackson State's defense. Now, if I was, Parrie View? Wherever this man lines up, I'm running away from him. That's Big Quincy. I'm running away from him. You cannot. Now, Alabama State was not afraid. Blitz coming. Pick up the blitz. Quick passes. Quick passes. See, that man was not accounted for. Now, young man, you got to come up and make this tackle. That wide receiver's engaged. So it's this is a one-on-one play. You got to make this tackle, because if not, see, when you do this crap right here, instead of tackling, look what happens. Whoop, whoop, whoop. You got to get better. Once again, quick passes. See, look at it. Pressure's coming. This man he's wide open. You got to haul ass to him. The pressure's there. He trying to look downfield, but your wide open receiver's right there. See, when he throws it out, look how far you're from him. You're going to give this man too much damn space, because all he got to do is run around him. Come on. Missed tackle 1, missed tackle 2. Going on down the sideline. You got to fix that. You got to fix that on defense. Don't put your arms out. Run. Now, when you're inside the 10-yard line, you only got about 20 yards. Well, 10 to a touchdown, but you only got 20 yards to work with. I like how he comes up. Me, with this big heavy set formation, I'm blitzing. But if you don't blitz, hand down, man down. Good pressure. This route is open. You see these two here? They doing a crossing route. Got these two men confused. Who got whom? Now, with the great offense, Alabama's A&M did a great job right here. This is a touchdown all day. He could have passed the ball off because everybody is confused. Your head looking one way, but your body going another way. Fix that. And see, then by the time you try to recover, a lot of green grass, man. Watch for Parrie View to try to do the same thing. And then look, they were just as happy. See? Wide open. That's one of the few mistakes they made that game. Now Jackson State get the ball back. Once again, the lineman. But you're not accounting for that running back. Crash down. Go over to running to the right. Just wide open. Whoop, whoop, whoop. You ain't gonna be able to arm tackle this man. Nobody counted for the running back. Now this play here, I would run this. You fake the handoff to get everybody to bite down, and then you hit your little running back wide receiver. Hit him because nobody's over there. This man right here, that's your responsibility. This damn running back. Watch. This defensive end got fooled. He did not commit to anybody. He froze. I would have handed the ball off, honestly. But when you don't commit, and this is the thing about a senior quarterback with presence, okay, he didn't bite here. He didn't bite on me. This man is wide open. Still, this wide receiver has it. The wide receiver, cornerback has him, but look what happens. One-on-one, major miss. To the races. They're having fun out there. Tomorrow, y'all better talk to this man. You're going to need him tomorrow. Y'all better talk to him. I mean, just beautifully missed that one. Talk to him. Baser, you're going to need your ass tomorrow. I'll be able to get the ball back. The Jackson State defense, a little pressure. Now, here's the open man right here. I don't know what that quarterback was looking at. You at 3rd and 2. Your man is wide open right here. Wide open. Pretty good protection. Standing around. Now you're in trouble. All your protection is back here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? So 4 of your 5 linemen is back here. Now look what's coming. The dogs coming for you. The big dogs. Then you try to look. By the time he threw that ball, look how many men around him. Throws the ball, boom, interception. Pressure busted Pike. He missed a wide open receiver. So the defense can step up when they want to step up. I'm telling you. Let's show it again. Yeah, yeah, you don't know what you looking at, buddy. Give him the belt. Once again, see? He trying to look downfield, covered. Your man is open right here, brother. Brother, he open. See? Look how wide open that wide receiver is. When they say pressure buster Pike, that's what they're talking about. That man is wide open. Nobody over here is open. But now you hear them folks coming. Look, he even got in his face. Look at that. That's wide open. And then, I don't know what he was doing. Boop. Goofy. That's some goofy nonsense, man. Look at it. Bam. They should have been intercepted the first time. Yeah. Poor Alabama A&M. I hate to show y'all like this, but that's what pressure does. Jackson State gets the ball back. This formation here, this can be a wide receiver screen or a quick screen. It can be a run pass option. Once again, the defense is not scared, but you playing a machine. Once you get that ball off, look at that blocking. Look at that blocking. Look, when you stand, they standing these guys up, man. See, everybody, listen. Block, 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 block. Only this person, that's the only person that's over there could catch it. Now, like I said, if he wanted to, he could have pulled it back and hit him over him. But why not? Run that ball down that throat. And once he get there, it's a wrap. Bam. Just beautiful. The blocking, that's what I keep telling folks. Do you have that offensive line? Do you have that offense? A defensive line can stand up to that blocking. That's why I'm showing you how good they are in the run game. Now, pretty good defensive formation. I'm blitzing 1 and 2. Now you got extra blocker here, extra blocker here. I'm blitzing. But no. Now, man did right? He's crashing in. If you get this, see the vision of the quarterback. If this man coming crashing in, I'm taking the ball out. Or you can ride it. You can get you a couple of yards, but I'm taking the ball out and I'm going around to get me a free touchdown. But when you have vision like this man is coming full speed to hit that running back. Pull the ball out. See when he pulled that ball out? Look at that green grass. It's called leadership. They take the ball on the ground, that man in there and scored, man. That's great. That's vision, man. Then they get off my lawn. I'll be like that. That's what that referee told him. Get your ass on up out of here. That's damn good. That's damn good. Once again, see, that ball is in there. But the vision, see his eyes is looking at that defensive end or that outside linebacker coming in. That is what you call leadership. He knows when to take the ball and when not to take the ball. You work on that daily. Take the ball, crash down, hit him, look at him walk in. That's leadership. Next possession for Jackson State. Now, when you don't know what to do because you're starting to lose the game, you see how them linebackers getting further and further back there? Now your wide receivers getting further. I mean, your DBs getting further back, getting further and back. You don't know what the hell they're going to hit you with. But what you end up doing, them intermediate passes, From here, that's 5 yards. Just say if he catches the ball and get tackled right there, that's 5 yards. Look how far the defensive back is behind him. You're on the ropes. That's what Jackson State does to you. Now, once he turns around, that's an easy 10-yard pitch and catch. That's what leadership brings you, man. So if I was Parrie View, I'd be studying all this man's tape. Because if he play tomorrow, y'all going to be in some trouble. Once again, standing up there. Look how these men are standing up. When you standing folks up, you look at that line. That's you know, I cannot praise this line enough. They standing these guys up. One-on-one coverage right down here. You got to turn your hips and run like he's running. Only thing is, I'm better than you. Launches it up there. Look at the separation that he calls. That separation. He just waiting. He catching, trying to catch. Boom. Almost. Shoestring tackle. Savage. This is what you're supposed to be doing. You got him on the ropes. Once again, look at that. Look at that separation. You had to slow down for the ball a little bit. Great adjustment. Then you're going on up in there, man. Look at that. Can't do nothing. Look how big he is. That dude look like a little junior high kid compared to that big old man up there. It's beautiful. And then the yak. Run after the catch. That's what leadership brings you. That's the air raid. Clicking on all cylinders. Yeah, this is we almost done. Now this is another one. This could be a swing pass. It could be a pitch, or you get you one of your wide receivers there. Or this is what else he's bring, but I don't want to see him do this tomorrow because we don't need him hurt. But once he decides this quarterback keeper, once again, look at that line. Out of the way, out of the way, out of the way, out of the way, and look what's coming towards you. If one of these big-ass men come towards me, man, I'm gonna do a kick. I'm going to kick him. You do that towards me. But this is his lead blocker. This is his secondary blocker. Now, what you going to do with that? Look at that. Now, look how both of them engage. Well, he trying to get the hell out the way. I get out the way, too. Some 300-pounder coming at me. This is what you do. Cut back, run up the middle. See? Bam. Look at that. That's a hell of a quarterback keeper. I don't blame Morgan. See that? That's focus. Now, you got out here in the flat, wide open. See? You always got to account for that man, that running back coming out there. Nobody's around him. Blocker. Only person that can make the tackle is my old buddy back here. And that is on 2nd and 8. What do you get? Boom. You get 11 yards. That's the tight end. That's 11 damn yards on 2nd and 8. Once again, Alabama, they just on the ropes, man. They don't know what's going on. Watch that little son of a bitch in the slot right there. You know who that is. Look at him. He gave him a little stutter step, and it's curtains, I say. Look how wide open. Look how wide open he is. Gave him that stutter step. Look how wide open he is. This is what you call ball watching. You watching where the ball going. Yeah, he looking right at you, but look what's behind you. Look what's behind you, wide open. And Morgan Dupree grandson, dangerous in that slot, man. Look at that focus. Look at that. What I tell you, that line, you got to be able to penetrate that line. If not, beautiful pass. Bam. Look at it. Look how wide open it is. You better have a plan for him. Kick him. Do something. And I think we got one more before the half, and then we're going to roll it on up out of here. Because I want, all right, this, now, 1 minute drill. Jackson State has the ball on their own 25-yard line with 47 seconds left. Watch the execution of this. Now, if you want to take away the deep ball, I hit you down the middle, and I hit you short and intermediate. There's really no pressure. Wide open over there. If not, now you got a little bit of pressure, but that presence of him knowing, but he really ain't doing too much, but step up a little bit. Look how his partner came back and cleaned it up for him. See how his partner, he was beat a little bit. His partner came back there and cleaned it up for him. Still wide open. Still wide open. Now you got two wide open receivers. Middle of the field, wide open. Bam. Now the ball is on your 39. That's called teamwork. That's why I tell people about offensive and defensive linemen. When you have an offensive line like this that can communicate with each other and can help each other, you will go a long way. Same thing again. Steps up in the pocket, wide open, wide open. He had too many options. And he could have took off and ran it too. You could have ran the ball, got 30 yards if you wanted to. Come back to your quarterback for help. Now you on their side of the field. Now I don't know, but he kind of ran crazy backwards, but all right, now you're down to 12 seconds. Now you move the ball quite well. At this time, it's 30-10. You going for blood. 12 seconds, you on their, 39-yard line, 37-yard line. Now what you going to do? Now everybody backing up a little bit, don't want to get them beat deep. But when you give a surgeon like this time, he going to do stuff up to you. Step up in the pocket. He looking. Look at that, wide open. He wide open too. Look at that. Got caught ball watching, thinking he was gonna run. Look what happened. Look who's wide open. Told you he was wide open. Right down the middle of the field. Now, 5 seconds left. That's 47 seconds how they move that ball down there. Get you a little field goal out of it with 2 seconds left. Make it, please, sir. He made it. Thank goodness. Now, that is just one half of football, man. I just wanted to break that down there to you, man, and show you how dangerous that offense can really be. And I hope y'all understand what I'm talking about and why I slowed it down like that. And to let you know, the general, in my opinion, if he was to play that full season, I do not think Andrew Body would have won the MVP. It would either went to Miller or to Morgan. Morgan is, to me, y'all see it. So, and it's not just being a Jackson State home. You just got to be real, man. It may not be so electrifying to a lot of people, what he does, but the way he commands and the way that offensive line understands him, that's what makes a football team. That's why I showed the blocking. You got to give them big guys up front. You got to give them some credit, man. If you don't, my goodness, man. What was it? HBCU Go, they put together like the top 5 plays in these schools and stuff like that. But I'm gonna open up the what's the name? If anybody want to come up and what is it? And say what they gotta say before tomorrow. Because a lot of folks gonna wait till tomorrow and start talking. I've been talking all day, man. So that's where's the link at? Yeah, here it is. So if y'all got something to say, I don't mind you saying it. Come on up. Hey, not Ed Reed talk now. We talked about Ed Reed the other day. So we don't need no more Ed Reed. Where my man Crook at? Crook, I bet you Crook is going for Parrie View tomorrow. Y'all want to bet Crook? I'm telling y'all, I bet you Crook is going to go for Parrie View tomorrow. Yeah, but the link is dropped. And I do want to show this one play of Parrie View's. Hey man, no Ed Reed talk now. I got to show this play. I want to hold on. I want to show this play from Parrie View before. This damn thing. Oh, here it is. This one pass play from Parrie View that I know they're gonna run tomorrow, and Jackson State DBs better get ready for this one. I'm waiting to find it. It should. That's number 3. Oh, that said top plays. I thought they said top 5. Nah, there's a bunch of running plays. But I'm gonna add you in just a second. I want to show this one play from Parrie View versus Southern that I know that they gonna do, because they didn't. It was. I've seen it a couple of times. Here it is. Let me show this. This thing right here. Give me one. Where is it at? Man, hold on. No, this ain't it. I'm looking for the damn thing. Oh, here it is. This play here. I'm gonna add y'all. Trust me. But this play here, when they line up in this formation, when that one-on-one wide receiver, this play works for them. So Jackson State, when you see, especially when you get close to the goal line, this wide receiver here is pretty talented. This is a one-on-one play. Bam, back shoulder fade. That's what I'm getting at. That play right there, that back shoulder fade. Jackson State fans, you better get ready. They're gonna do it. That's him, number 11. That they've done that a couple of times, man. That play there. I wanted Jackson State folks to see that, so you won't see it. If you see it tomorrow, you'll say, damn, he was right. The back shoulder fade, they're pretty good at that. All right, man, let's start adding these folks up here, man. All right, you up on the stage. What you got, brother?
Yo. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, here's something that hit me, right? And maybe I might be off on this, but maybe you can help me on this, right? I could have sworn that McClellan said that he was distributing at least $15 million out towards the universities. Is that correct?
Yes. He said that
okay.
at the Bayou Classic. Yes, he did say that.
Okay. Now, I'm not going to be the dead horse. We already know where I'm going. $15 million into $1 billion, that's snap of a finger. That's easy. I'm not going to be the dead horse. I'm going to leave that alone. Here's the question I have. If he has $15 million to distribute to a university, why don't they just take the money and invest that money into one HBCU for the next 10 to 20 years and create a super HBCU, right? That will inevitably make its way towards the FBS.
Mm-hmm. So you
follow where I'm going with now?
Yeah. So you said instead of just giving that money out, just invest into it and grow the SWAC conference into a mega conference. That's what you're saying?
Wrong.
Oh, okay.
Because the solution to that is simple. The solution to all of this is simple. Do group economics, right?
Mm-hmm.
If everybody pitched their money together, create a super conference, HBCUs are now in the FBS. There are some HBCUs that just don't want to go towards the FBS because of a fear of losing what? HBCU culture, right?
Mm-hmm.
They don't want to lose their culture, right? So they would rather stay where they at doing what they're doing because they have the big fear of going FBS and losing their culture, right? So I'm asking, instead of just distributing $15 million out to different HBCU universities, right?
Uh-huh.
Why don't they just take that money, invest it into one HBCU that can turn into a super HBCU in an FBS conference to feed the rest of the HBCUs? You get where I'm going? Because Tennessee State is not joining the MEAC. North Carolina A&T is not joining the MEAC. They're not coming back towards HBCU conferences. So my solution if they really are distributing $15 million, is why don't you just take that money, pick a HBCU, one HBCU, do this for the next 20 years, turn that into a mega HBCU, right? To where they can have all the facilities and everything in place, resources included, right? That university can go towards the FCS conference and then inevitably move towards the FBS conference. That would generate billions to feed the rest of the HBCUs. Short-term investment, right? For the short investments for the long-term goal, right? So long-term, this one HBCU is going to feed us millions each year that we play them. $1 to $2 million each year we play this one HBCU that's now an FBS school. I'm thinking realistically, within 20 years, they can accomplish this feat if they really are getting $15 million.
I know they got the money. That's all I can say. I don't know
Right.
how, but with SWAC, with the digital network, and with Jackson State doing what they doing. But we got Brother Bakari up here, man. You got something to say, bro?
What's going on? What's going on, everybody? The panel, the chat. The $15 million he was talking about distributing is actually being distributed through all 12 SWAC schools. You can't just say we're gonna find the one school and then go FBS, or we just say eventually get on FCS level. HBCUs are already FCS. We're already D1 FCS. We just HBCU because that's our culture, but we're already FCS. Do I want to see an HBCU go FBS? Yes, I would like to see an HBCU FBS conference if possible. But if not, we can control the FCS. But to say we're gonna put this 15 million right into one school for the next 15 to 20 years, that would be so the rest of the schools don't get the rest of the schools wouldn't get nothing. I don't think that would be. I think they're trying to make it fair. I think they're trying to make it fair across the board. And I understand what you mean when you say think group economics, and you can use the big one to bring up the smaller ones. Well, that's how I see the SWAC now. FAMU is falling off, but I think they'll bounce back. But if you look at Alabama State with Eddie Robinson Jr., they just so happen to be in the East, right? That's why they haven't won. But you can use the schools Jackson State, Alabama State, FAMU. And I'm gonna be honest, I want Prairie View to be good. They're gonna lose tomorrow. Let me make sure I make that clear because I don't want no PV people talking about I said I want PV to win. They're gonna lose tomorrow, but I want them. I hope Coach Jacks can back up all that talk for the next 5-10 years to make Prairie View better so we can have a better conference. Because we're gonna enjoy whooping their ass in the SWAC championship game again. But if you have a better conference, then you use the big ones to bring up the small ones. I understand what you're saying. Something like, and I don't even watch PWI football too much really no more. I watch the FCS. I watch those smaller schools like Sunbelt and teams. I think that some of the HBCUs should be able to compete with right now. But if you look at the SEC, truly used Alabama, Florida, LSU to build up the rest of the conference. That's what they did. But they didn't invest all in one school. Instead of the hate is good and bad toward Jackson State. The hate keep Jackson State on everybody's Twitter feed and Instagram feed and Facebook and everybody on and talking about them on YouTube. That's attention. But it should also be this is why I appreciate the JSU podcasters, and Orange is an HBCU podcasters, but we have to appreciate shows like KC 1400, She Loves D, Doc Holiday, Orange G, Swag Talk Show, Wild Wayne, you have to appreciate those shows because now Jackson State is also being talked about not just in negative, but in positive. But they're also mentioning Alabama State. Alabama State just had the offensive player of the year, who I would still say if you compare him to Jacoby and what they were doing in the SWAC when they played. I know one is more electrified than the other, but there's a whole nother story. But we use them to build up the other teams, and then hopefully, eventually, if that's what we want to do, we could get us an HBCU FBS conference. Because we're gonna always have what they want. FCS schools now, other FCS schools or other conferences, they're trying to figure out a way to come up with them a couple of celebration bowls. They got somebody who want to come in, a few billionaires trying to come together and just try to buy the whole FCS so they can try to redo it. They want some of the things that we have right now. It can,
Attendance and viewership is what they want the
oh,
most.
of course, and if those people spend that money, but I'm gonna pass the mic because I've been talking and it'll come back to me.
No,
All right.
man.
Now to respond to that, right? Because I want to get something economic, business wise. I want to get something clear. Most businesses go into a 5-year negative before they even make a positive. With that being said, Colorado made hand fist over money when they hired Deion Sanders as their head coach. Why? My question to you now is, why is Colorado in a $27 million hole?
Because they was 200 million before he came. I can tell you that.
Wrong.
Bullshit. They was,
wrong. Listen to where I'm going.
Okay.
Colorado, when they hired Deion Sanders, was able to turn a profit because at first they didn't have the money to pay him. Then when he became the coach, they made hand fist over money to pay the coach, right? They went into the negative based off of recruiting, NIL money. In other words, bring the attraction towards the university, right? So we can therefore invest into a future national champion. In other words, make it to the college playoffs, then turn Colorado into a national champion. The investment went towards recruiting as far as the NIL. They took a short-term investment, right? Hoping to make long-term profits.
You cannot.
I say that to say this.
Okay,
excuse me 1 second. Oh, excuse me. Hey,
hold on. Let me finish because I wasn't finished.
Your point.
Let me finish my point. Let me just finish my point. Because I didn't interrupt not once. Just let me finish my point.
No, all I
let me finish my point, and then you can say whatever you got to say, and I won't interrupt once. Just let me finish my point here. Now, what I was saying was, Colorado went into a $27 million hole based off of recruitment, right? Turned Colorado into into a national champion. Now, his second point was Florida, the SEC schools, right? These institutions were investing into one institution, but not the whole entire conference. Well, first of all, these universities get state funding. They're in the FBS already with a conference that's generating billions of dollars each year. These are not underfunded universities with no state support. HBCUs are in a hole mostly because they're not getting any state support financially. That's why I recommended, with knowing business, right, to put the money into one HBCU to bring the attraction needed, right, to financially grow HBCUs as a whole. Short-term investment for the long-term profit. So if these HBCUs work together, which is all it takes is to work together and financially invest into one HBCU to go into an FCS conference and win the FCS title, then get a conference group of 5 invite towards the FBS, right? That will generate billions towards the university. They can feed. Hold on, let me finish.
All right, we got you. Somebody went to the thing. Oh, I think you dropped, man. You dropped off. My bad. Go ahead, Bakar. He dropped off.
No. What? See, okay, and what I'm saying is right, and I understand like FB because we see that, but I'm gonna be honest. FCS right now, especially HBCU, with everything that's going on. In all honesty, if you look at our attendance, look at SWAC attendance, look at Sunbelt, look at Conference USA, look at those schools' attendance. They're really not outdoing the SWAC. Now, I said FBS, uh, but we can really run. We're in a great position right now. We can take advantage of a lot of things because, in all honesty, even when it comes to recruiting, some of these players that the HBCUs are starting to get would normally go to some of those. Sun would go to those Sunbelt or Conference USA or MAC. But we're in a position now where we can get some of those players if we continue to do what we are supposed to do. And I know I've heard Ken Clark say it several times. If any school, any HBCU want to know how he did, want to know what they did to get the KC 1400 started, they could reach out to him. He would help them and show them what they did to set their NIL up. This is a good era. This is a good thing right now for us, for our football. And our next step hopefully is going to be basketball. But we're in a good position now. But what I was trying to tell you when the brother thought I was trying to cut him off and take away his point, those pink hands in the chat, those are spam bots, man. You have to get rid of them. They'll start messing up your channel. That's what I was trying to tell you about those spam.
I'm glad you said that, man. I didn't even see him. That was up in there, man. What was the name? It was
You don't see them. You don't see them pink hands. I think their name is X.
No.
And they just got pink hand, and they have pink hands waving.
No. Okay. Yeah, I see it now. There it is. Hide user on this channel. Okay, I'm glad you said so.
Yeah. So the only thing because like I said, man, we are in a.
I'm glad you said.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, man. That's why when I be messing with you about get some moderators. That's why I be messing with you about that. They would have been out. Hey, Whitley would have cussed them out and kicked them out at the same time.
Yeah, I got him. It's XTYMOUI. Yeah, yeah. That's important, man. Because see, them folks, man, that's them Taliban people. They'll sit there and bring their other little buddies out there. Yeah, this little.
Yeah. But what I was saying, I'm gonna tell you what I see, what I believe FCS going in a couple of years, especially if the deal go through. And I'll find an article on it if you hadn't seen it. I think I saved it. These three billionaires, if they're able to purchase FCS, I'm going to tell you right now, the FCS playoffs will be done way different. Because if somebody invests in billions, they're gonna want money. Not that they care about an HBCU, but when these people invest billions, they see what schools bring the crowds, and you will start seeing stuff done different. I believe they might try like I said, there's a couple of them now. They're trying to create something. They want something similar to a Celebration Bowl. They got a couple conferences now want to create something like a Celebration Bowl for them. And I do believe those. This is just me. This is what I believe is going to happen. I don't know. I believe if they're able to purchase it, you will see a FCS bowl system, and the Celebration Bowl, and you're gonna have because HBCUs, we got it. We got the crowd. I think you was.
Like he was saying, I ain't cutting you off, man, but like I'm just reading this comment. He said the highest attendance for FCS playoff game, a max of 5,000 so far.
Yeah. Wow. I'm gonna tell you something else, man. With me,
that's horrible.
It's horrible. I'm gonna tell you something else, right? When we talk about FBS, this is why I said FBS, but we're gonna go there. We really don't need it if we do the FC ones because what we got now is special. Look and see the last time Georgia State had a sellout. Georgia State have one sellout every year. You know when that sellout is?
When's that?
The SWAC MEAC Challenge.
Yeah.
That's their sellout.
And that
I'm like,
stadium is very nice. Very nice stadium,
look,
man.
that's the old Braves baseball stadium. They
Mhm.
downsized it, make it hold less people.
If I'm
Yeah,
not mistaken, the state actually gave that to them and did all the work. If I'm not mistaken, right?
bro, I'm finna tell you something. You ain't mistaken. I was
Mhm.
I was doing some work with the construction company that did a lot. Not only that, when you go down there, what the brother said about what they give them and all that, we know that. When you
Yeah.
go and see all that stuff they own in downtown Atlanta, all those, man, they paid $16 million for all that stuff. I know because I was
Jeez.
with the construction. They gave them that football stadium. Yeah. When people say, "Oh, them big Power 4 schools won't come to you," this is why I be agreeing with you. These folks, their first home game was Nick Saban came to Georgia State with Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have sellouts. Watch next year the SWAC MEAC Challenge gonna have another 28K in there. They gonna be averaging about 14, 15 a game.
Wow.
16 a game. Yeah, we outdo them.
Yeah, definitely outdo them. And like I said, with in the FCS, when you have in the top 15, when you got 5 of the highest attendance is in the SWAC, and I'm like, damn, And so I like I said, I know between viewership and what's the name and attendance, that's what they want the most. It ain't even so much about playing us. They want to outdo us in that TV market era. When like I said, I praise the SWAC TV for coming in, even though they don't like you to stream their stuff, but I still praise them, and it's a good thing. The viewership is in there, and I keep telling people, as long as you got a team like Jackson State that's able to carry the brand, the Jackson State brand is to me nationwide known, but especially within the South, you put on that Jackson State shirt, no matter what state you go to, that brand carries. It's going now. This is just my opinion only. If Parrie View wins, it's going to be hard for a Parrie View to carry the brand of the SWAC outside of that little part of Texas. You can go from Florida to Texas, and you're gonna see somebody rocking JSU. You get what I'm saying? So you got a good ambassador to carry the brand right now. FAMU is another one. They know how to carry the brand. It's other schools in the SWAC. To me, you got to get that brand out there, man. That's the only thing that I'm saying. So, but
Yeah.
I'm digging it.
And that's why we use the brands to bring up the other ones. In that brand, and tomorrow we gonna brand Parrie View ass. We gonna brand them. They gonna leave with a JSU Tiger brand because 17 points to 21 points. Jackson State will beat Parrie View, and I'm gonna sing Trumaine Jackson's song for him if I can ever get them words right. I had a dream of a place I want to go, Atlanta. I'm gonna.
If they lose, I got that thing on video. Where he was out there. I think it was one way they were talking about they pledge in Parrie View. They going to decide. It's some crazy stuff. Whatever that crazy joke was talking about, man. But yeah, I can't wait till tomorrow, man. Like I said, I'm gonna try to live stream it. If they kick me off, hey, I'm sorry, y'all, but I'm gonna try to go in and out. But you got haters too. So somebody been to sit there and been and reported that thing, man. So, but we gonna work it. Definitely work it. And I'm glad the Celebration Bowl has got their little hype video. And like I told them, I said, man, y'all should have put this out Monday, man, and run it every day. So what if it's on your screen and you know how many people view that stuff over and over and over and over and over? Man, put that stuff out there. Man, and where's my man Crook at? He must be somewhere. He must be working. Because I want to know if Crook gonna pick Jackson State or Parrie View tomorrow. I really want to know. So I think, and to be real, I think he'll pick Parrie View before he picked Jackson State. So man, but man, we gonna get up off here, man, and I'm gonna sit here and get myself together the bar, man, or go out there and watch Ice do their thing, cause they ain't playing out here, man. That man, look, that bitch Amigo pulled up that ladder Ice was looking for him. Amigo then put up that ladder. Guess what? Ice pulled out that ladder and went up there and got him. I said, man, it's some new sheriffs in town, man. So, well, man, I'm glad you came up, man, but I'm going to get up out of here, man. And I'm going to put this up here before I get up out. Once again, thank everybody for watching. And I want everybody to understand that we have to make this happen tomorrow. If you're not going to the game, please tune in and or wherever you want to watch the game. But once again, the all parking lots open at 7. Stadium ticket office open up at 8. Tiger Walk 10:30. Stadium gates open up at 11. Sonic Boom entered at 11:15, and then kickoff at ESPN 2 at 1 o'clock. Make sure about 12:50 I'll be live, man, because I got a party, my retirement party after the game, so I'll be lit all day tomorrow. But hey, thanks, Bakari, for coming up, man, and bro, man, thank you for coming up also, man. But I'll get at y'all. Y'all be safe tonight. I think Timona is going live. I think Timona is going live also tonight. But thank y'all for watching, man. I try to keep y'all an hour and no longer than an hour and a half or whatever. But y'all more than welcome to join me tomorrow. And let's get drunk and let's get crunk tomorrow. But thank y'all, man, for watching. Y'all have a good night. Y'all be safe.